is an update of the cherry shrimp tank, and it's been over a month now, and I'm going to do some maintenance, which I've been doing water changes constantly, but now a few things needs trimming and some stuff needs moving. So these plants in the back that you see, those are already trimmed. As you can see, the new growth down here, those are trimmed, and see they're back at the top of the water line again, so those have to be cut down again. And as you see, some have grown a lot since that time, and the moss has gotten crazy since that time, so there's a lot of moss. And some stuff were added that weren't in the first video. Those were added after, so some things need to be trimmed and some just need to be moved. So let's get to it then. I'm pulling these Ludwigia repens broadleaf red. I'm pulling them up instead of trimming because they grow really fast and I don't want a lot of it in that tank, so I'll just trim the tips and replant and plant the bottoms in a different tank. These are the Rotala Blood Red Singapore, as opposed to the other Rotalas that grow and kind of turns away from the light. These go straight up, they go straight towards the light, and they're I think the leaves are a bit bigger than the others, so bigger than the Atra and the green Rotala. These are really beautiful plants. So I'll be cutting two of these at the same height, and two, and the other two will cut a little bit taller than these two. These two will go behind those two, so I'll cut these a little bit taller. These things grow really fast. are secured and they don't float back up, so try and get them as deep as possible. This piece of fern, I want to move it and put it right somewhere around here between the mosses and make space for some pieces, 2 pieces of AR mini and AR rosifolia. I'll make some space for those so that when it's time to propagate, I'll be able to make space for more in the front. Yeah, and I think that looks good in the back there. The more it goes, the more it will show up, and that will look nice in there. Put some reds in the front, so that will look good. Quite small right now, but with time they'll grow and can be cut and replant, and there'll be more there in a while. Yeah, quite a bit of shrimp in here. When I started, I had 7 shrimp, adult size, and now there's a whole lot. Well, there's still 7 adults and a whole lot that are babies, and well, not quite adults yet, but they're still mature enough to have babies. So yeah, there's a lot in here. That's a mature female. That's a baby that came in here when the tank was just set up, and now a little over a month later, old enough to have babies of her own. And there's another mature female and that younger male. There are some really small ones, but those are harder to see. There's one right there. This is the HC Cuba. This was added after the tank was set up, along with that piece of mermaid weed. I'm not quite sure if this was here before or after. And some Monte Carlo. These are going immersed, but now I'm growing them in this tank to see if I can propagate and get some more. The immersed wasn't doing so well. Alright, well I think that's about it for the trimming and replanting. Now I'm gonna do some water change and clean up the tank a bit. And here I'll just be finishing up with a piece of paper towel to clean off the glass, and I'll only be cleaning the front glass because the rest of the tank does have algae, but it serves to feed the baby shrimp, so I won't mess with that. I'll leave that for the shrimp.